welcome to the next installment of Karchermakes Vlogmas 2024, and today we're going to cover days 16 through 20. So today is Friday, December 20th, 5 days until Christmas, and I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Now, I was supposed to, so I took today off of work and I was supposed to go shopping and just doing some last minute errands, picking up some last minute items, stocking stuffers, that kind of stuff. And Mother Nature today had other ideas. We were supposed to get flurries for maybe an hour this morning, and as of filming, it's almost 4:30 and it's still snowing. Now, that said, it's not sticking to the roads, it's only sticking to the grass, and it's barely covering that. But I have some trauma around driving in snow, so I just decided to stay home today and work on some of my knitting projects to show you here. But before we get into that, let's take a look at what this week was. So on Monday, we had our little family gingerbread house party day. This is something that we've been doing. I feel like we've done it every year for 12 years since I've been with my boyfriend. His daughter was 10 when I started dating him, and our first Christmas we did gingerbread houses, and it's just something we've kind of stuck with. And now she's 22 and we still do it, and I love that tradition. So you're gonna see some of that in the Monday footage. And then on Thursday, my boyfriend and I wanted to go down to Maryland to a really good Greek restaurant, and right near the Greek restaurant is Valley View Farms, and you'll see some footage of that. I did post a little quick clip on my Instagram. I'm also Karchermakes on Instagram if you're interested in following me there. But it was so magical and I really enjoyed it. And I did get an ornament that you'll see a little bit later as well. So here's the footage of days 16 through the 19th. And then we'll meet back here. We're gonna talk project talk, updates on those, and we're gonna open days 19 and 20 of Advent because I didn't do that yesterday apparently. See you back here. So it's actually the morning of the 17th. I didn't have a chance to open these yesterday, but let's do day 16. Starting with Rising Tide Fiber Company. It's another lighter golden chocolate brown. And the name of this one is Molasses Swamp. So I mentioned in a prior video that when I was a kid, we would play Candyland and I would get stuck in the swamp and cry. Thanks. This is a good memory. Up next, FrogIt yarns. So yeah, this one is leaning more towards what I would consider a teal. To me, I guess a teal is more on the green side, turquoise is more on the blue side. But there's that. Beautiful. So here we are with day 16. My work day is done. Let's catch up with day 17 now. We're gonna start with FrogIt yarns today. Look at this green, and I hope that it's coming out okay with the dimmer light here later in the day. But it's like a pale minty green with these darker green speckles. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love it. Amazing. Next up, Rising Tide Fiber Company, Candyland theme, 10 gram minis, and the FrogIt yarns theme, just as a reminder, is Watercolor Winter. Ooh, this is pretty. So this is a goldeny brown with hints of red, green, tiny little speckles. Love it. And this one is called Peanut Brittle. So here we are with day 17 Advent openings. Can't believe Christmas is basically in a week. This time has really flown by. I've really enjoyed sharing my makes and my Advent openings with everyone here, and just really appreciate you for being here and watching. Only 1 week left. Let's see what we have today. Starting with FrogIt yarns. Ooh, this one's really pretty. It's a more yellow-based green with some tiny little darker speckles in it. It almost kind of looks like it goes well with the logo here. Very pretty. Up next, Rising Tide Fiber Company. This is a much lighter goldeny brown with some burgundy speckles. Maybe some blue too. Kind of looks blue, maybe purple. Some white, very nice. And this colorway is called Gingerbread House, which I love. So we just did our gingerbread houses this week, which you will have seen the footage earlier in the week for that, but love it. I love gingerbread houses. I love gingerbread people. I'm all for the gingerbread. So here we are with day 18 of our Advents. Okay, now that you've enjoyed days 16 through 19, let's get back to day 20 and let's do some project talk. So we can start with the Freckled Whimsy socks in the Peanuts bag. And speaking of peanuts, I saw that Polka Dot Creek has already shared their theme for 2025's Canadian Dyer Advent, and it's going to be Peanuts themed. I do love Snoopy, I do love Peanuts, and that's already a contender in my mind for next year's Advents. And look, I know that it takes a lot of time, especially that one where they're coordinating with 24, 25 other dyers. That takes a lot of time and a lot of logistics to put together, so I can appreciate why they're starting so early. And me personally, I've ordered from Polka Dot Creek several times. I had an Advent from them last year, and I've never had an issue with them delivering on time. So there's that. Let's get back to the making. Let's talk about the Freckled Whimsy socks. Here we are in all of their rainbow, merry and bright glory. So my heel is in at day 13 stripes in the leg, heel. And I was watching Ambi Marie Knits, I'll link her below, and she was talking about how many stripes her foot, or maybe it was her leg, was going to be, and her possibly cutting it short. So I kind of panicked and I tried these on, and if my math is correct, which it may not be, math is not something that is a strong suit of mine, but if my math is correct, I should be able to get the next 5 days into my foot, inclusive of the toe. If for some reason I run short, I run short. If I run long, I always have the other mini to add to the toe. But I am so excited for these to be done. I cannot wait to wear them. Trying them on just made me want to finish them even sooner, but I'm gonna stick to the stripe a day. I've seen a couple folks, Lisa of 72 Stitches, Knit All the Yarn podcast here on YouTube. I saw that she was just like, I can't wait, I need to finish. So she finished hers, but I think I'm gonna try to stick to this the next 5 days, and just the routine of knitting the stripe each morning while I'm drinking my coffee has been really fun and enjoyable. Up next, let's do a little update on Gnana, our mystery gnome. So Gnana is coming together quite nicely. Her body is done. She's all stuffed, and she is ready for her features. Now, I did knit everything to date, so all her little body parts are over on my desk. I didn't want to lose them, so I left them there. But all her little body parts are ready to go, and today's Friday the 20th, today's clue is the directions on basically putting her together. So getting her nose, her arms, her hair, like we're gonna do all of that next. So stay tuned for Gnana basically being finished quite soon. So my other primary whip, the Shift Cowl by Andrea Mallory, Dre Renee Knits, has gotten quite a bit of progress. So the last time we spoke, I was down here where this progress keeper is. So I've gotten quite a bit done. I'm a very slow knitter, especially when there's purling, and this does have purling in it. It's okay, like it's not a race. But I love, love, love how this is working up. The texture is so nice. The way these colors are working together. In some places, it's very sort of contrasty. In other places, it's very sort of blendy. But given the nature of the slip stitch design, I think it works perfectly for this. So there is that. I don't know when this is going to be done. I have no self-imposed deadline for this project, but there it is so far. I think I'm on section 4 or 5, so not too much more to go. So before we talk about the next work in progress, let's talk about a finished object that I forgot I had. I finished one of the baubles. So this is the Bauble Along hosted by the knitting tutor, Stacy Lewis, and her latest book is 12 Elegant Days of Baubles, and this is day 2, and I think this one is just called Elegant Bauble. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. If that's incorrect, I'll correct it at the bottom of the screen in a title. But there it is, and look how pretty this is. This had some cabling, and then some lace, some eyelets, and I just think the color with this pattern is just perfect together. So there's that. This is gonna go on the tree when I go back downstairs. And the yarn that I used for this, Cesium Yarns. This is from the Love Story mini skein set. And it's a very sort of pale minty green, almost a very light, even leaning Tiffany blue color, but it's more on the green side. So there we have it. Another finished bauble for the tree. And when one bauble finishes, you must start another. I don't make the rules. That's the rule in this house. So this is not very far along at all, but this is, I skipped bauble number 3 in the book and I went straight to number 4. Number 3 is color work and I don't feel like doing color work right now. So I went to number 4, which is also, I believe it's kind of a lace design, possibly with traveling cables. I don't remember, but I did get this cast on, and the yarn that I'm using for this, there's no colorway name to this. This is Sunset Fiber Co. out of Lancaster, PA, and this is a merino cashmere blend, so only the best for these baubles, but got it cast on, and I got the increases started at least, so that'll be something I work on over the course of the next couple days. So now that we're finished with project talk, let's open 2 days worth of advents, starting with yesterday, day 19. And we'll start with FrogIt yarns today. Ooh, very pretty yellow. It's giving buttercup. That's the word that I kind of think of when I see this color. Very pale with, again, as the common theme is with this advent, darker speckles, which is perfect for the theme, watercolor winter, perfection. So there's that one. Up next, Rising Tide Fiber Company, day 19, Candyland theme, 10-gram minis. I love it. I love it. We are now in the pinks, and it has lots of multicolored little speckles in it, and it is everything. Melissa, so good. So good. I love it. So this one is called Home Sweet Home, which is also one of my favorite things. Home Sweet Home. Very much a homebody. So here's day 19 of these 2 advents. Flip that around. Now let's do day 20. We'll start day 20 with Rising Tide Fiber Company. More pink. I love pink so much. Love it. I don't know if it loves me back. Pink is probably not a color I should wear. but I love it and I don't care. I'll wear it anyway. So this one is called Cotton Candy Corner. Now day 20 for FrogIt yarns. Oh, more yellow. More yellow. This one's a little deeper, much deeper speckles in it, leaning very gold, and it is so pretty. I'm still really restraining myself from casting all these on, but what I want to do is just get a picture of them all together first. And you can see the past 2 weeks hung there, but it's so good. And I want to cast on the trifle wrap so bad, but I also want to get that picture first. So here we are with day 20 of our Advent openings. So with 5 days left until Christmas, I am undecided still on how I want to wrap up Vlogmas. I don't know yet if I plan on doing the weekend separately like I have been, and then doing the remaining kind of 3-4 days on their own, or if I'm just going to do one video that encompasses all of that. If you have an opinion on that, let me know below in a comment, but really just depends on how busy we're going to be. So in the days leading up to Christmas, so tomorrow we have a Christmas party to go to. And then I believe I'm supposed to be meeting a friend of mine for lunch or dinner one day before Christmas. I need to check with her. And then I just have a lot of stuff to do. I have to wrap gifts. I have to stuff stockings. We have to get ready for Santa Claus. And, you know, make cookies. There's still a lot on my list of things to do. So, I don't know. So I may see you back here on Sunday with days 21 and 22 together, or I may see you on Wednesday with the remainder of Christmas all together in one. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And until next time, happy making.